Hello and welcome to Market Open Direct Connect, the webinar series for companies to tell their story, why it's compelling and why it's an opportunity to invest. I'm your host, Stuart Walters, and we're joined here today by Tim Wither, Managing Director of Maximus Resources, ASX code MXR. Tim will provide a detailed update on the company's September quarter and will also participate in a Q&A with attendees post-presentation. Attendees will also have the opportunity to ask questions directly to Tim, and you can submit those questions via the Q&A tab at the bottom of your screen. I'd like to introduce our guest. Tim, welcome to Direct Connect, and over to you.
Morning, Stu, and thanks for the intro, and hello to everyone, and welcome to our quarterly webinar. And as Stuart mentioned, we will be discussing the highlights and the key developments from our September quarterly, and answer some questions received through our Investor Hub. And if you haven't already, we invite you to join our Investor Hub to keep updated with our progress and announcements to the market, which also allows shareholders to ask questions directly. My name's Tim Wither, Managing Director of Maximus Resources, and pleased to share with the progress we've made over the past quarter. Maximus team primary focus remains on near-term gold production. We have been prioritising shallow infill resource drilling and completing necessary development studies for mine approvals, with efforts concentrating on advancements, open pit developments, and generate cash flow for the company and capitalising on the rising gold price environment. Gold price this morning was $4,100 per ounce Aussie. So at Hilditch, starting at Hilditch, we completed 2 infill resource drill programs for the quarter, both within a targeted optimised pit shell. Significant intersections from the drilling showed shallow gold mineralisation, which included 4 metres at 12.4 grams per tonne from 47 metres and 19 metres at 3.1 grams per tonne from 16 metres. This new drilling results successfully expanded the high-grade mineralisation zones and expected to improve the economics of Hilditch. Now, similarly at Eagle's Nest gold deposit, we completed a drill program within an optimised pit shell that intersected multiple shallow high-grade intersections beyond the resource model in previously untested areas. Significant intersections included 8 metres at 3.12 grams from 45 metres and 13 metres at 1.39 grams from 36 metres. So further drilling is planned at Eagle's Nest to test these new areas while we complete some scout holes along the mineralisation trend towards the Golden Eagle prospect. Now, during the quarter, we announced the surrender of a special prospecting licence which covered the 8500 North deposit and Paleo Channel. On the surrender of the SPL, Maximus can now progress unencumbered to re-evaluate and upgrade the mineral resource of both the Paleo Channel and the 8500 North deposits. This is the first time work has been undertaken in 8500 area since 2014. So once access was granted, we completed 3 test holes to understand the geology before committing to a larger drill program. And this initial drill programs intersected 13 metres at 1.59 grams per tonne from 11 metres, and this extended the mineralisation below the legacy drilling. These preliminary drill results very promising, validating the shallow high-grade characteristics of the Paleo Channel and uncovered a new mineralisation beneath the legacy drilling. And this indicated potential for rapid expansion of the mineralisation. And this opportunity for the mineralised saprolite zone beneath the Paleo Channel is likely to be a result of legacy or air core drilling targeting the base of the Paleo Channel and potentially missing the mineralised saprolite zone beneath this channel. The primary goal for the program was to gather the important geological data, support the current drill program that's underway today, and it delivered that, which we were able to successfully modify the drill program to target this mineralisation, saprolite mineralisation underneath the Paleo Channel. So as mentioned, subsequent to the end of the quarter, we commenced a 3,000 metre RC drill program at the 8500 North Paleo Channel, and it's expected to be completed in the coming days, while testing the potential extensions of mineralisation in this saprolite zone beneath the Paleo Channel, which was identified in the initial drilling. The company is also preparing a passive seismic survey during the December quarter to assist the mapping of the lateral extents of the Paleo Channel. And passive seismic is a low-cost geophysical survey method, and it's been successfully used throughout the Eastern Goldfields region to map the geometry of the Paleochannel network for groundwater and mineral exploration very close to the 8500 North project. Moving on to Wattle Dam, the company completed a second phase drill program targeting potential structural offset of the Wattle Dam high-grade chute, and we intersected broad zones of alteration and mineralization up to 8.5 grams per tonne. And this confirms the fertility of the target area and adds further confidence for potential structural offset, and also narrows in our search radius for future programs at the Wattle Dam offset target. So moving on to lithium, we made some significant progress on our lithium exploration efforts. RC drill programs were completed at Kandui, Bird Rock and Yulmia. And this is all underneath the Khmer Lefroy Lithium joint venture, and all assays are pending. So this week we had Khmer technical team on site, reviewing our recent results and preparing for the next 12-month work plan. Underneath the joint venture, Khmer is to fund $3 million lithium exploration to earn 30% interest on the mineral rights across the Lefroy tenements. Khmer must fund a minimum of $1 million of lithium exploration under the Lefroy Lithium joint venture in the first 12 months. And if Khmer withdraws from the JV, all lithium rights returns to Maximus. And on to Larkinville. So Larkinville, during field preparations for the upcoming EIS co-funded drill program, we discovered some spodumene-bearing pegmatites with coarse spodumene crystals up to 6 centimeters in length. On the corporate front, Maximus was awarded an allocation of up to $1 million in tax credits underneath the Junior Mineral Exploration Incentive Scheme for the 24-25 financial year. Currently, we're preparing the 23-24 financial year Jamie credits, which will be distributed to eligible shareholders through Computershare. For the quarter, we spent $963,000 on exploration activities, which is 84% directly invested into the ground. And in the end of the quarter, we ended with $3.1 million in cash, including receivables from Khmer. So again, thanks for joining us today. I've been excited with the progress that we've made forward, and we look forward to sharing more updates with you in the future. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And now we'll move over to Stuart for some questions that we have received to date.
Thanks, Tim. Fantastic presentation, mate, and well done through the September quarter. We've had a few come in. When we get assay results from Bird Rock and Kandui, and how is Maximus exploring any potential partnerships?
Yeah, so final results we have received yesterday. We're currently reviewing these and evaluating them, and hope to have a market update next week sometimes. In terms of partnership, Maximus has secured a fantastic partnership with the Korean Mine Rehabilitation and Mineral Resource Corporation, or Khmer. So under that joint venture, Khmer, as mentioned just before, Khmer is to fund $3 million of lithium exploration to earn 30% interest in the lithium mineral rights across the Lefroy tenements. Maximus retains the 70% and remains the manager of the lithium programs for that. And behind Khmer sits the LG Energy Solutions. So they're the second largest battery manufacturer in the world. And they have a separate non-binding MOU, which is provides them an option to acquire Khmer's 30% interest and the right to negotiate purchase up to 70% of the Lefroy Lithium project's future lithium product. So LG Energy Solutions are very active in the West Australian lithium market and are a major supporter of Liontown. Just recently investing $250 million to secure future lithium products from Liontown's Kathleen Valley project. So a major player in the world's lithium supply or demands, purchaser.
Thank you. And there's a question coming on the gold. Does Maximus have an indicative timeline it can provide to the market regarding gold mining activities?
Yeah, so we've mentioned when we can say that we're in active discussions with mining and milling groups that are within trucking distance of our projects. So the challenge in this gold price environment is securing toll treating spots, allocations. Until these agreements are finalised, we have our foot on the floor to getting our projects shovel ready, and that's meaning all permitting is in place to commence mining. And in terms of timing, mine approvals are expected to take 90 days. So that's our long lead item, our priority to get these mining proposals submitted. And then by submitting these mining proposals whilst we're in discussions with potential partners, this will allow us to have projects shovel ready and opportunities will present themselves. So in terms of timing, currently we're finalising the Hill Ditch mining proposal, and that will be submitted in the coming days. And then they'll move on to Larkinville, 8500 North and Eagle's Nest to follow after that.
If the drilling at Larkinville has been pushed out, could the company do some channel sampling in the interim, given the pegmatites are exposed at surface?
Yeah, so our resources have been focused on getting our gold project shovel ready and completing the infill to improve our gold resource classifications. So the identification at spodumene-bearing pegmatites has really significantly improved the prospectivity of the entire Larkinville project tenure. And we have significant lithium in soil anomaly through there, up to 200 parts per million. So for example, Kandui, maximum we're reaching is around 200 parts per million. So once our priority programs for the gold program of works have been completed, we'll move back to Larkinville to complete the rest of the field preparations for drilling and any further field work to be drill ready. So the company has been awarded a EIS co-funded drilling grant of up to $202,000, and that's to undertake a first pass RC drill program across Larkinville, which will include several traverses of RC drill holes to invest the various pegmatites across the area that we've identified, and we've definitely got the priority areas with these spodumene-bearing pegmatites. So in terms of channel sampling, good question. We've collected numerous rock chips across these pegmatites and believe that we are drill ready to test these pegmatites. And pretty exciting target, Larkinville. We have quite large, wide pegmatites. Not all spodumene bearing, but have the fertility with having a very, very low potassium rubidium ratio. So we know that there's fertile, and we've been able to demonstrate that success through the drill bit at Kandui.
Tim, is the further drilling scheduled going to be in Eagle's Nest? If not, do you have plans to further test here? Given the surrounding hits and those within, it looks like a great opportunity to expand the resource.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely 100%. Eagle's Nest, we really encouraged with the latest results. It showed an extension of mineralization, which is completely outside the existing mineral resource estimate that was done prior to this team joining Maximus. So that was encouraging. It showed it was a little bit further west, and we had to wait for results before getting into the next program. So then we've moved off to 8500 North, which is a real priority for us because it's shallow nature for us. So the mineralization has also highlighted that there's further resource growth there. A follow-up drill program is scheduled at Eagle's Nest, and we will try to do that before we break for December. And so the upcoming program at Eagle's Nest We'll continue to target the shallow mineralization, and this will still be within the optimized pit shell and further along. And this will also drilling, we're intending to target some drilling along strike towards Golden Eagle, where we had really high gold and rock chip samples. So yeah, we'll be testing a little bit further along inside the optimized pit shell, and also testing for extensions to demonstrate the fertility. And we're in a quite a large gold mineralized system.
Tim, this is so the last one that's come through. Are there comparable resources nearby, specifically the ore type and coarseness that are being effectively toll treated at the mills within trucking range? If so, do you know if the headline grades are comparable to those you're seeing at Hilditch?
Yep, good question. So there are a few other toll treating programs that we can see in the market and aware, and they're underway in the Eastern Goldfields, such as Black Cat. So Black Cat's Cal East project is 2.2 grams. Jeffrey Find 1.49 grams, and Horizons project, which is going into Paddington, is around 1.2 grams. So it all sits around Hilditch is around 1.3 grams. The drilling that we have been undertaken is to improve the classification, to try to move some material into the measured, and also improve the grade of that area. So all projects have different metallurgy, ore geometry, and different mining modifying parameters that change the economics of individual projects, and ultimately affecting the project's cut-off grades. So all of Maximus's gold resources are situated on granting mining tenements, and fantastic access to infrastructure, service providers, toll treating. So within 70 Ks, we have multiple toll treating options. So the preliminary met test work at Hilditch has shown recoveries 91% to 96%. So it's confirmed that it's free milling. We're undertaking now Pacific real world metallurgical protocols, and this is for actual mills that are operating today. And so they will be determining gravities, recoveries, grind size, and the leach kinetics, retention times, and the like, reagent consumptions, and any nasties within that. As mentioned, Hilditch, we're submitting the mining proposal very shortly. Sits at 1.3 grams. So looking at a conversion around the 50%, a little bit lower maybe. So the drilling's really encouraging, and yeah, we hope to have that most of it into the measured. So yeah, some further works moving into mineral resource updates, and then yeah, hopefully we'll be able to update the market and demonstrate and highlight we've got a path forward into production at Hilditch, and then sequence of other projects going forward.
Tim, thank you so much. That's all that's come through today. Some great questions from the attendees, so thank you for sending those in.
Yeah.
For more information about Maximus Resources, head to the company website, maximusresources.com, where you can follow the company's social media channels, Twitter or X now, and LinkedIn, or you can sign up to the company Investor Hub page. Tim, thanks for your time today. Keep up the great work and look forward to chatting again soon.
Yeah, thanks, Stuart, and thanks to all the shareholders and interested parties that have joined us today. Much appreciated.